Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It is Friday the 11th of October and we do have new mods. I'm currently away with my lovely wife, who has been absolutely fantastic as she always is. So I'm recording this in our hotel room. I took my PlayStation with me. Anyway, you don't need to know all about that, but anyway, I'm here. Wi-Fi's not great, but we'll do our best. We've got 3 new mods today. 2 of them are kind of packs. There have been a load of updates to mods today. I would suggest if you go over to www.farming-simulator.com, go onto the Modhub and check out all the change logs, because there have been so many. I would honestly just be sitting here for 10 minutes just reading out the change logs on all the mods, but there have been quite a few updates today. As far as actual mods go for today, we have got in front of us the water wind turbine. This is by NicoPix. This is a placeable which pays you so much money per hour. It's only 23,000 to place. On easy economy it pays out 20 per hour, on normal 10 per hour, and on hard 5 per hour. Nice, neat, tidy mod. Does exactly what it should. The turbine, as far as I know, it rotates round. I haven't seen it actually move yet. It might just be the position you put it in, because until we get seasons we don't actually have wind direction as such. But anyway, yeah, like I say, nice, neat, tidy mod. Places quite easily, and that will pay you out per hour. This you will find under placeables and miscellaneous. Now on here it says wind energy converter. Yeah, I mean on the Modhub it says water wind turbine, so sometimes you get these slight discrepancies. But anyway, produces power which is sold automatically to earn you money. It is 5 slots. Obviously it says 1 there because I've already got 1 placed. So 5 slots is not too bad. I know not everyone's happy about these things that pay you out money per hour, but it's there, you can use it. It is what it is. It does what it does. There you go. Next of the mods, let's whiz over here. We have got the New Holland telehandler pack. This is by Dale's Farmer. We had the New Holland LM 742 on FS17 on console. Again, this probably came out before. It was probably on 15, maybe 13 on PC, but on console we got this on FS17. Really nice mod. I like this one. Not a bad horsepower, not too expensive either, but this has now been bought out with quite a few options we can change on it that we never could before. I like that, and some of these tyre options are really nice on here too. So we'll have a look in store first, and we'll have a look around the mods and what they do. These you will find under machine or vehicles, under telehandlers. So we've got the LM TH742. The LM is more the farming version, the TH is more the construction version, hence the New Holland being in yellow rather than in blue. It's just slight difference in the colour really. There's not a huge amount of difference otherwise. 146 horsepower, which puts it, if I'm not wrong, at the most powerful one we've got in game at the moment. Am I missing a modded one? No, I'm sure the Liebherr is even less, isn't it? So yeah, the moment the Manitou MLAT is 143. So yeah, it's 146 horsepower. This will be 24 slots for the first one, then the slot count will reduce after that. We can change a few things on here, and this will depend on what variant you want to go for. We can change the rim colour from the kind of very light grey to black. We can change the main colour from New Holland blue to New Holland yellow. That does the boom for main colour, and then design colour does the rest of it. So you can go for the black there. Now obviously the New Holland sign is still not quite right if you want to go for the construction version, but we can change that too. If we go down to design, we can do the LM742 or the TH742. That will then change the decal as well, and that will give you the more construction looking version. If we come back up and then look at tyres, we've got miters, which have multi-purpose tyre on. We go to Michelin's and we can have standard, multi-purpose. I really do like those. It's a nice tread. It's a little bit like the Nokian communal ones, and then back to standard. We can go and have Trelleborgs. With these we can have standard, slightly wider and then multi-purpose on that as well. Some interesting tread patterns on those. Nice little options available. I do like that. And then I think that's all the tyre options, isn't it? Oh, they're knock-ins. We've got communal and we've got wide communal. It doesn't actually... I'm never quite sure it's communal, regardless. Yeah, narrow and slightly wider, not hugely wide. Then we've got an option of no beacon on top with beacon. And then, like I say, you can either have the decal on the side for the construction version or the more farming version in the farming blue. I mean, to be fair, on the New Holland machinery, generally speaking, it's yellow for machinery, blue for vehicles. But I know is it North America? Was it the other way around? I can't remember. Anyway, but regardless, those are your options available. So, what do they look like close up? They are very, very detailed, very nice mods. There's a lot going on them. Rear trailer hitch. Get inside that one. Start it up. If I do L1, R1 and up or down on my right stick, I can open. Again, it's that right stick problem on the console. If I go up or down very gently, I can open the window. If I go side to side on my right stick, I can open and close the door. Which is new, we didn't have that before. Like that. Beacon obviously was on. We've got lights, main lights, and then rear lights, and it really is pretty bright. There's a lot of lights on that. It's got a nice wide wheelbase, which makes it a very stable platform, especially with 146 horsepower. I do like as well the fact the mudguards seem much higher than I remember them being. It looks like you've got a lot of clearance on those. It's just a nice looking telehandler. It looks like it rides a little bit higher as well. Inside, light-wise, if I turn the lights off, turn the engine off, nothing actually changes. You get the lights, or the information comes on the main dashboard, and as you drive, the dials don't move, but the actual digits do. But as far as lights go, if I turn the lights on, all the way on and off again, beacons on, there's nothing that comes on the console to show you lights or anything like that. I know people often ask, so I just thought I'd show it. And then, like I say, you can do the window, you can do the door, open it all the way back round if you want. So it sits the way back there. Very cool. Nice mod that. Obviously, same as you always get on all the telehandlers. Plenty of articulation on the boom, I like that. You come right over around underneath. But again, like that's pretty standard on telehandlers anyway. Nice smooth animations. Very cool indeed, I like that. That does seem very high, doesn't it? I don't just imagining that, but nice ground clearance. And then the one next to it is pretty much the same, but blue. I think I went with Michelin's on that one, and I think I went with the multi-purpose Trelleborgs on that one. So you can fiddle around, find a combination that you like. That is entirely your prerogative. Right, the third of our mod packs today. We are going full HD on this. This is the AGCO High Density Baler Pack. This is by LDM Studios. Each one of these will be, well, the first one will be 13 slots. These are fancy looking balers. I mean, very futuristic looking, very latest spec, all that kind of thing. Really lovely mods, very, very detailed, lots going on. And because it's AGCO, obviously AGCO have the brands Massey Ferguson, Fendt and Challenger under their umbrella, so we've got the option to change it into any one of those, including rims and various different things as well. So we'll have a look at those in store, and then we'll have a look at one in action, because there's a nice little addition to this. There's one slight drawback, but then there's a nice addition, so we'll have a look anyway. So in store, these will be under tools and baling technology. Now if you look at the prices for what balers we've got already, the LSB is 105,000. There's a few modded ones that are around 105, some are 120 odd, something like that. And then you've got the round balers, which are usually a little bit cheaper. If I scroll right the way across till we get to this one, it's expensive. That's the only downside to it. But then it's a modern, all singing, all dancing baler. and I suppose in the real world they are expensive, but 276 grand for a baler. Still does 4,000 litre bales. It requires 350 horsepower as well, which is fairly high on the horsepower requirement, but it runs at 17 miles per hour, which means you can bale faster, obviously. Then the others run at 12, I'm pretty sure. Balers are at 12 generally, yeah. And look at the LSB there, only requires 140 horsepower, so 350 horsepower, that's quite a hefty horsepower requirement. But running at 17 mile an hour, pretty cool. Options available, we can change the rim colour, and this will depend on what particular brand you want to go for out of them. Although you can mix and match, obviously, if you want to go for black rims on the Massey baler, I mean, that looks pretty cool, actually, I do like that. But we can change the main colour to the Fent green. We've got a black option, which in the Massey actually looks very, very nice, like the old, well, like the Massey logo. And then we've got the Challenger yellow. So we can change all of that under design. We can go for the Fent logo or the Challenger logo, whichever fits the colour you've decided to go for on your main colour. So if we stick with the Challenger one for the time being. Now on the front, we can have it without front signs or with front signs, so it just puts those hazard squares on there, with or without. That's more of a European thing, I believe, than in the US. And then we've got options of our tyres on these, and there are a few options. So under Trelleborgs, we've got the T404s, and then we've got twin radials. Won't let me zoom any further than that, but yeah, 404s and twin radials, so changing tread pattern. Under Michelin's, we've got the Cargo X-Bib HDs, which are quite big and wide. Very nice. Oh, I thought there was... Oh no, it's not knock-ins, are there? No. So those are the two options on there. But like I say, if we change the main colour, let's put it on to Fent. Then we go down to change brand. Put it on the Fent one. We've got the Squadra 1290. It's a very, very nice looking baler. And like I say, if you go for... actually, let's change that to Massey Ferguson. Go to the main colour. Change that to black. With the black rims, I don't know, just... Something about that. Looks very, very cool indeed. So there you go. Those are the three options of your balers and a few different tyre options and front signs. Blimey. So let's see one in action, shall we? The design is actually the same on all of them. It just comes down to the colour. So let's start it up. Move it away from the other ones. It looks fantastic. Open it up. When the back comes down onto the ratchet straps, the top rails open up as well. I'll show that again because you can only really kind of look at one bit at a time. But let's fold that up, and the rails go as well. Let's go in on the rails a bit, open everything up. It's cool, I like that. We've got beacons on top, double beacon on there, and also when the lights go on as well, that's a lot of lighting on that. Very cool. Rear axle steer makes it nice for tight turning circles. Bear with me 1 second, we're just going to go out to the field. So I've got some straw laid out, but let's turn it on and then look inside. The animations are fantastic. All the workings inside there, you can just see it all moving around. Zoom in a little bit. Very cool. Drop our pickup down. And let's go. And like I say, because we can bale at 17 rather than 12, that seems to be just rocketing along. That's cool. Like I say, the price is a little bit high. If you're not too fussed about the price, if you're putting money into the game because you want it, it's a fantastic looking baler. Whichever brand you decide to go for, it does look really, really nice and bales incredibly well, very accurate. And I'd like to say the speed is brilliant. Let's turn it off, unload what I've got. There we go. So that's the AGCO High Density Baler by LDM Studios. Very, very cool indeed. And that's it from me and from the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.